In this video, you will learn to estimate the sum and difference of two or more fractions. Now, to estimate a sum or a difference with fractions, what we want to do is we want to round each number to the nearest whole number or half a number. And then from there we can add or subtract. So when we say round, what we mean is, for example, let's say we're given 2 4/5. What we're trying to figure out with the rounding part is which number is it closer to? Would it be closer to 2, 2.5, or 3? All right, so that's what we're trying to determine. And here 2 4/5 is closer to 3 than to 2.5 or 2. So we can round that to the number 3. All right, or if you're given, let's say 1/8, which number is it closer to? Would it be closer to 0, 1/2, or 1? And in this case, it's closer to 0 than to 1/2 or to 1. So we would round this to 0. So if we know how to round to the nearest whole or half of a number, then from here, all we do is we just add or subtract as needed. So for example, if we had 5/9 plus 3 1/7, this 5/9, this is really close to 1/2. All right, we know it's close to 1/2 because half of 9 is 4.5. So 4.5 is pretty close to the 5, which is what we have on the top. So this is close to 1/2. And then 3 1/7, the 1/7 is close to 0. So this would be closer to 3 than to 3.5 or to 4. So the 5/9 rounds to 1/2. And then the 3 1/7 rounds to approximately 3. So we take the 1/2, add that with 3 to get 3 1/2 as our estimate. And then here we have a subtraction example. So here we have 2 8/10 minus 1 2/5. So for this one, we need around 2 8/10. So is this closer to 2, 2.5, or to 3? Well, this is closer to 3, so we can round that to 3. And then 1 2/5, this we need to figure out, is this closer to 1, 1.5, or 2? Well, this is really close to 1.5 because half of 5 is 2.5, 2.5, and the 2 in the top is pretty close to 2.5. So this would be pretty close to 1 1/2, and so we can round to that. And then from here we subtract. So we take 3, our rounded number, minus 1 1/2, our other rounded number. And so 3 minus 1 would be 2, and then take away another half, that'd be 1 1/2. So your final answer would be 1 1/2 if you round it. And that's it. That concludes our lesson for today, and we will see you next time.